Japan get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. Manchester United lining up in what very much looks as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, a reinforced rearguard, Peter, and a compact midfield probably suggests that they're focusing much on giving very little away. I think if you commit to that, then you really can't afford to concede, because it clearly demands a quick change in approach if you do, which isn't always easy, because in the build-up to this, believe me, they'll have been working principally on organisation and shape in training. And it's not easy just to suddenly come out of that.
And it's Rodri. Now it's Musiala. Now, and the shot! And again! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Japan with the corner, they're first. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback, in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Rodri, that's really well manoeuvred. And here's Neymar. And here's Mbappe. Beckham. Still goalless. Now João Neves. That's a cute ball. Gabriel kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Neymar. Howson. Silvestre. And it's Van Nistelrooy. That's destined for the flank. And that's played in low. And it's a corner. Gerrard, he's played it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Van Nistelrooy! Oh, crossbar! Goal! Manchester United! Duke at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Japan are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Kimmich. Well timed, excellent interception.
Japan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. Nice sequence of passes this. Gets a good foot in there. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Gerrard with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. This is their second corner of the game. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Hakimi. And it's Beckham. Some good persistent defending here. And he's forced to go back. Beckham. And it's Rodri. Kimmich does really well to win the ball there.
Japan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the...
And Van Nistelrooy! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Hakimi and Gabriel. Beckham. And it's Hakimi. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. Messi is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Gerrard. Gerrard delivers. Ter Stegen claims it, safe hands. Guardiola. João Neves. Guardiola. João Neves. Passing is crisp and sharp.
There will be 1 minute added
shifted off it. Nicely shaped ball. That's been cut out, well played. And for the first half, that is that. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Japan trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members.
So the action resumes.
Japan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Duke finds himself offside. Hakimi. And it's Rodri. Foot in. That's good running with the ball. And this is Van Nistelrooy. That looks a good ball through. And the shot! It's a loose ball. Duke made a good run there.
Okay, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach.
Cafu to Gerrard, looking to play him in. He's picked his way through. That is a brilliant interception. Neymar, oh, nicely intercepted. Messi. Messi makes a dash for it. Messi! That's a sharp finish. And this is getting better and better. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same...
It's Neymar! It's in! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Japan cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
The manager...
And there's the shot! And that's off target.
Van Nistelrooy clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Musiala. João Neves. João Neves. Good purposeful running this. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Some really good ball movement. And that pass just didn't quite work. Silvestre. And it's Gerrard. Kimmich. Tacho simply refused to be outdone there. In with the challenge. Musiala did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Beckham. Now João Neves. And it's Neymar. Played back. Vardiol. And it's Musiala. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Substitution for Manchester United.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Number 9.
Beckham!
Number 18. Messi. Number 13.
Messi! And that's a tidy finish. Do not write them off. Back they come. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Number 10,
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Corner given. Manchester United have their third corner. Bullish header!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. McAllister. Now this could be a chance. Lofted in. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Beckham. Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Yamal. Drop shot, surely!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Messi. It's a good spell of possession, this. Mbappe. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. McAllister.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Good take, and is he in? Decent chance! He's keen. Determined to have his say.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
It's gone for a throw-in. Chouameni. Neymar. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Messi looking understandably energised after his goal. And they've got rid. And that will be the final act. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality.
Tries a shot!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Neymar. Serginho. De Bruyne. Now it's Mbappe. Yamal. Oh, nice touch. Good ball, good take. Shapes to shoot! And again! They've got to be quick to recover this. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, convincing, that most certainly wasn't. He did well to rescue it, though, I'll give him that.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And this is De Bruyne. Forced to go back. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, screamer! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pacho, quarter of an hour played.
Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Trossard. De Bruyne. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Yamal. Modric. And it's Beckham. Now it's Neymar. Serginho does well to get it back. Great vision. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Beckham. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely bit of skill. Oh, right place, right time. This looks promising. It's Modric! And he's stuck it away. Japan are level. We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Mbappe. Neymar.
Might want to be careful there.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Neymar. Oh, strongly challenged there. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Vardiol showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rafael Leao is onto it in a flash. Pinches it off him. Trossard. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. Played into space, and he was quick to react. Pass somewhat off target. Serginho, Yamal. Nice control. Now this could be a chance. Decent chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne! Oh, he's hit the bar! And he's being shifted off it. That's a sharp pass. Hernandez gets a foot in here. That's good running with the ball. Trossard looking for options for movement. And he welcomes it in. Mbappe. Chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Japan with the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Neymar, can he finish?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And the shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Japan leading, but only just 2-1 the scoreline. So we're underway for the second half. Yamal.
Lamine Yamal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
De Ligt is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Beckham. Rodri. Beckham. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's certainly onside here. And it's been hooked away. Modric. Pacho. Gabriel. Now he's got space here. He's on it, can he get away? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
That has been knocked clear. Has to go back here. And a chance! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Japan go up by 2 and are looking good.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Played out wide. Almost an hour gone. Now there's a fine ball. Hakimi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rodri. Gabriel. Now it's Mbappe. De Ligt with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Not where it came from. That's a good ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That's going wide left. Now it's Yamal. Threads one in. And they're quick to get it back. Beckham. He's a sharp little ball here. Now Hernandez. Pacho. Some really good ball movement. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Yamal. Modric. Beckham.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's shifting through the gears here. Takes a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution for Japan, number 19.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 9.
That's the keeper's ball.
Number 21.
And now a sudden
Modric.
chance to counter.
Number 16. Rodri.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Number 10. Messi.
Guardiola
Number
deals with that
18.
comfortably.
Hey.
Oh,
Number
facing up to his
87.
adversary, this
John
is
Neville.
a formidable matchup.
Number 8.
And here's
Chouameni.
Beckham.
Substitution in progress.
And it's Chouameni. Good running, strong and purposeful. Drogba providing an outlet on that flank. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's been caught napping. Foden. And here's Szoboszlai. Mbappe. And it's Messi. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Beckham. And here's Kane. Goes for a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, I was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Hernandez. Mohamed Salah. And it's Szoboszlai. Well-timed, excellent interception. Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. Szoboszlai.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Chouameni for Messi. Kane is onto this. That's been slipped through. He's having a shot! Szoboszlai has a look and plays it forward. Hakimi gets across to intercept that. Not the most accurate pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And time is up. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Neymar! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Yamal. And here's Raul. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Milan with the corner. They're first.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Pacho. And Guardiol. Rodri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And it's Gerrard. And the ball's gone astray. Duke finds himself offside.
Japan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
It's Gerrard! Tremendous from Gerrard! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they're threatening to fly away here. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Big chance! And he's stuck it away. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Japan cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. João Neves, well seen, saw that coming. Look at the space here. Great ball, and he's in. Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Beckham. Vardiol. And it's Beckham. Great vision. Always onto this. Here comes the corner. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Kimmich. Can he get away here? No, no way he was going to let him past. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Messi is always scanning the pitch for targets. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, that looks a decent ball. Rodri. Messi. João Neves. Passes coming off in quick succession here. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Gerrard. Rodri with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
There will be 3 minutes
Cafu.
of time.
That's Beckham. And it's Messi. Yamal. Messi. And the shot! Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught now. And again! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net there on.
And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Down to business again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going...
Shapes to shoot! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Milan visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Beckham. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Neymar. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! Oh, good finish. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Japan may be down, but not out just yet. Raul. And it's Messi. Has a look and plays it forward. João Neves, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Messi. Now it's Neymar. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Cafu. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Neves. Japan have a free kick. It's a good 35 yards out, this.
Well, it looks very much like he's taken this on. From this distance, it's pretty inviting.
João Neves. Out towards the flank. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Messi. Messi. There he goes, motoring forward. Beckham. João Neves. And this is Neymar. And it's Messi.
That's good play from him.
And this is Gerrard. Is there any support? He might not need it. He's found some space. Shot, surely! Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, good-looking ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And nicely intercepted. Tacho does really well to win the ball there. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That ball looks a good one. Real chance! And there's a goal! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Substitution for Japan, number 10.
So we have
Messi.
movement on both
Number
benches.
9,
Japan now just
Number
needing
87,
one.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now,
Number
Peter, but they've
15,
got to stay calm and not go completely
Number
gung-ho.
16, Rodri. Coming on the field.
And that interception
Number
was
42,
most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's had it nicked away. Kante kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Probing pass, and he's intervened well there.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. The referee's awarded a free kick. Japan are running out of time and out of options.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Kaka. Kaut. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, just skips past his man. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Out of time.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Modric. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Well, that is one way to stop him. And we're done. Japan can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and in... Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now, and it's come back out to him. Oh, horrible miscue.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Rodri for Messi. And it's Messi. Now it's Yamal. And this is Neymar. Camavinga. Mbappe. Nicely shaped ball. And that could set him on his way. Oh, that's well spotted. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Messi. Messi purring through the gears. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He has a look up. So no flag here. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Now it's Messi. That is lovely. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Mbappe. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Tries to dink it through. Rodri. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Now it's Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Disappointing. Very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Beckham! Modric. Oh, super ball! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a nicely weighted pass. Oh, he's burst through! Oh, that's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat.
Just the keeper in his way. And the shot! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Messi, looking for options for movement. Messi is the team's great visionary. Threads one in. Closing in on goal. Now that's a fine challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now that's well seen too. And it's Lopez. That's an imaginative... Getting up there! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Camavinga nicked it back promptly, picked out brilliantly. Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Can he get on the end of this? Look at the space here. Modric. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Good running, strong and purposeful. And a chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Well taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time. Can he finish? Goal! Japan! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters. So smooth, a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Modric. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that looks a decent ball. He's had it taken off him. And this could be the final action of the first half. And we've reached half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Japan are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. So straight into the second half. And here's Mbappe. Modric. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
I think that's offside, yes it is. Now it's Yamal, nicely weighted ball. And this is Neymar. Neymar goes for a shot! And that's in! And this is getting better and better. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Japan go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Now it's Yamal. Fernandez. And here's Neymar. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Beckham. Tries to get it clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Messi.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And this is Neymar. And they're quick to get it back. Messi. Oh, this is a terrific run. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where.
He'll try from distance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Caros espectadores, para evitarem perder de vista as vossas crianças, por favor, não tenham contacto visual ou físico com elas durante todos os...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defender.
Mateus! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Short changes him with that pass. And it's Ed Nielsen. He's going for goal! Mateus gets flagged offside. And this is Neymar, just eases him off the ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Gerrard. This might spell danger. Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
This looks promising. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Neymar. Neymar receives it in a good position here. Marquinhos. Gerrard. Now it's Yamal. Modric. Now it's Neymar. Now this could be a chance. That's really well cleared. Tacho spots it and intercepts. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. Looking to play him in. Yamal gets into a good position. He's having a hit! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mateus really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Mateus goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Japan have reclaimed it. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Neymar. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Beckham. And this is Neymar. Now it's Yamal. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's found a way through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Japan are down to 10 men. No, that's been intercepted. And the pass is intercepted. Nunez tries one from range. Just a tiny bit high.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Can he get on the end of this? Takes a shot! Goal! And there is your opener. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
First breakthrough.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Hakimi. He's had it taken off him. He'll try from distance! And that's definitely not his best. Messi is always looking to break lines. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Messi. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And this is Neymar. And this is Neymar. It's Neymar! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And the counter is on. Threads one in. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Messi. Looking for options for movement. He is through here. Oh, look at the space here. And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Darwin. Tries to pass it through. Beckham. Messi. Oh, that's well spotted.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Can he get it through? Yamal is flagged offside. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Japan are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Just a quick request today for everybody to please kindly remove any cars parked on the road outside the stadium.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Japan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He won't be happy with that one. And it's Hakimi. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, shooting chance! And a neat finish. Japan are level. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, it's just a little long. Hakimi. Rodri. Nunez! Off the post! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Corner number 2 then. He's there to head it! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Gerrard. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Now it's Messi. Tries to play it through. That ball looks a good one. He's got away. Cleared away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Mateus.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's played through for him. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's neat. That's a little off target. Neymar looking understandably energised after his goal. Albert Ferrer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Good ball. Can he finish? It's in! And they're back in front! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Alverca leading now.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. He's on it, can he get away? Now it's Gerrard. Not the most accurate pass, and claimed it back swiftly. Looking for the run. A nicely aimed pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition's...
He's having a pop! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Messi. Neymar. Now it's Messi. And this is Modric. Japan have a freak. Oh, he's taken it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Modric. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Chance! So close to drawing level.
That's really unlucky, because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Substitution for Japan, number 21.
The two coaches are signalling changes here,
Number
both at the same
10,
time.
Messi, number 15.
He's had it nicked
Beckham,
away.
Number 16, Rodri.
Now it's Neymar.
Number 9.
Oh, well measured.
Neymar.
Oh, now he can run away and
Coming on the
shoot!
field, number 11, Rico.
Nunez clearly
Number
held on to it
18,
far too long there.
Hey.
Did he do
Number
enough to find
87,
someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do
Number
everything
8,
his way.
Tchouaméni. Number 7, Mbappe. Substitution
just off
taking
target.
place.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And here's Neymar. Chouameni. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. Yeah, he's fouled him there. McAllister. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good climb! And yes, it's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Alverca have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
5 minutes to add. McAllister. And it's Neymar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that will be it. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. It's Çalhanoğlu! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, good effort! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Beckham. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Big chance! And that would have been some goal.
Makaleli certainly looked like he fancied himself to pull that off. A bit more composure and it would have been a different story, Peter.
Now it's Neymar. Çalhanoğlu. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Mbappe. And the through ball. And this is Neymar. Oh, he's all alone. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Ball's gone out of play. Hakimi. Japan yet to have an attempt on goal. Rodri. Shevchenko receives it in a good position here. Hakimi. Beckham. And it's Modric. Knocks it into space. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Number 6, Hakimi.
Japan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Hakimi. Now, can they get him away? And this is Neymar. And this is Messi. Now, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Yamal. He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has been cut short. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Not the most accurate pass. Beckham. Modric. Looking for options for movement. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Japan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
That's an excellent interception. And here's Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Yamal. Pacho. Vardiol. Modric. And it's Modric. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Çalhanoğlu threads one in. He's had it taken off him. Rodri.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Messi. Can he get it through? It's come to nothing. And the referee has blown for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Japan up by 1 goal at the halfway
and a quick
point.
announcement for the benefit of anybody
Yeah,
who's
on the
found
face of it,
themselves a
it
little
looks a
lost
fair
today.
reflection
Please
of what
look
we've
at the
all
screen
seen,
for
Peter.
information on how
Some
to find your
incisive
way
play
around
one
the
side,
stadium.
battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Japan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
That's a good foray he's making. Messi. Now it's Neymar, and it's made its way to him. Now it's Beckham. Roberto Carlos. Guardiola kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, strongly challenged there. Çalhanoğlu. Koundé carries the ball down the right. Great vision. Cross flung in towards the middle. And he knocks it clear. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe powering forward here. Not a hint of offside here. Oh, that's a foul. No two ways about it. Oh, no messing about. It is red. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
That was travelling. Rudiger. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Gabriel Jesus is onto this. Gabriel Jesus unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well read, nice interception. Probing pass.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Saka, and he's managed to get free. He's rising! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack. Just change the rhythm up front.
And it's Beckham. Rodri. Sergio, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd...
Can he finish? Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Number 15.
Japan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. Griezmann really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Neymar looking to receive it in space. Guardiola. Modric. To Messi. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Shevchenko. Here's a chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
It's their second corner of the game. He leaps for it! And that's a real chance missed. And the pass is intercepted. Sabani. Rudiger. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Japan find a position of real strength now. Fairman cuts it out. Japan are coasting towards victory. Now it's Ferran Torres. And he welcomes it in. And it's Valverde. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Hakimi has it out wide and in space. Musiala, great ball, shapes to shoot! It's in! They are playing them off the park.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Pass somewhat off target. It's been slipped through. And this is Kane. Oh, that's fabulous. Kane! Oh, good finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Japan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. The message is clear, none shall pass. So what can they make of this?
5 minutes has been indicated.
Oh, it's come loose. Makaleli. Roberto Carlos. Makaleli. Griezmann. Haaland. Hakimi. Rolls it backwards.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Oh, good spread. Saka. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Kane picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Japan definitely...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So, it's away we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach. Genso! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Araujo cuts out the pass. Ganso tries to pass it through. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Modric. Gabriel. Modric. And it's Beckham. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Rodri. And it's Beckham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Silvestre. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that was vital. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now there's a fine ball. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Neymar. Araujo cuts it out. Gently done. Tacho promptly onto that, and that is that. Nicely weighted ball. Has a look and plays it forward. Great vision. Now he's running away. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
And he's had it nicked away. Japan yet to have an attempt on goal. Looking for options for movement. Messi. Messi is the team's great visionary. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's all alone. Mbappe! Goal! Japan! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Gol de Japón. Marcó en el minuto 28 el dorsal 7.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Messi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And it's Ganso. Hakimi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Cherki. Rijkaard. Silvestre. Ganso has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Now it's Neymar. Japan looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And that's another good win of the ball. Looking for the run. And it's Shevchenko. Looking to play him in. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Modric. Messi. Now Modric. Messi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Neymar. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Beckham. Neymar is going to be disappointed with that. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Japan leading by 1 at the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Japan have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. Back on the way then.
Japan can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Not the most accurate pass. Gabriel. Messi. And it's Messi. And here's Neymar. Vardiol. Now Modric. Nice sequence of passes, this. Ganso. Beckham. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Azar. And it's Rijkaard. Japan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. And Messi! And that has been cleared. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. Aimed beyond the defence. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Messi. And here's Azar. Ganso. He's had a shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Ganso certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Wriggles his way through. Goes looking wide. Modric stood his ground strongly. Now it's Shevchenko. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, just... Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on tugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Neuer gets it away. Tries to play it through. Cherki. Lovely feet. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Vardiol, he has found the way through. Well, there's the clearance. That's the throw. And it's Beckham. And here's Modric. Looking tidy in possession here. And Beckham! And that's a good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Japan choosing to make the first change. Japan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Into the last quarter of an hour. No way he was going to let him past. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a shade optimistic. Deftly away. Azar, and the counter is on. Azar charging forward, the ball at his feet. Fairman, Japan have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Now it's Shevchenko. That's a smashing touch to get him away. Fairman just eases him off the ball. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Now it's Hazard. Musiala. Fairman. That has not gone well. Shevchenko! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Japan are looking to go forward now. Kane. Fairman. And he was quick to react. 2 minutes to be added on. That's good running with the ball. Throw it. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Japan with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. Modric. Well, 2002 was a great year in the career of Roberto Carlos. Brazil's fullback extraordinaire, top of the world with Brazil, top of Europe with his club, all in the space of a couple of months. You really could ask for no more.
Yeah, he had a big hand in both of those, although he made a bigger impression in the latter for his club. That decisive goal that came somewhat against the run of play, Peter, it's easy to forget he was actually the one who set that up.
He did, mind you. It was one of the greatest volleys ever, especially in view of the context and the occasion. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Marquinhos gets across and deals with it. And it's Beckham. Looking for options for movement. Pass somewhat off target. Japan controlling the possession in this early phase. Modric. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Count. That is ended up in no man's land. Hakimi. Doué. Doué. Rodri spots it and intercepts. Modric. Tries to pass it through. Oh, they could be caught out here. It's Count! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Paris Saint-Germain have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they...
Yamal! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball. Japan are behind here despite their domination of possession. And it's been played through. And the shot! Goal! Japan! They've come back. They've come roaring back. This is becoming quite a game. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, there's the clearance. And he skips past his man. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Doué. Oh no, that was never going to make it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's quick to return. Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. Vardiol wins the duel this time. And the shot! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Vardiol certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Count. There's a sharp little ball here. He's on, and it's Doué. That's going to go a long way. Messi is the team's great visionary. Beckham. Neymar, who does have an assist to his name. Now, can they get him away? Guardiola. And it's Modric. Short changes him with that pass. Yamal. That has not gone well. Guardiola. Pacho. Gabriel. And it's Beckham. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And this is Neymar. Oh, good ball! Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's 1-1. And the shot! Mbappe gets flagged offside. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Oh, he's taken it. Messi. Rodri cuts out the pass. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Yamal. Modric. Beckham. Great vision. It's played through for him. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know.
Goes for a shot! He's scored!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Japan leading now.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Neymar. Guardiola in acres of space out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Rodri. Knocks it out wide. Kukçu. For Messi. And he cuts out the supply.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Howson gets a foot in here. Wriggles his way through. Messi. Knocks it into... It's Neymar! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Doué. Couch. And this is Messi. And he's had it nicked away. Hakimi. That pass has been well intercepted. Beckham. Hakimi. It's a pretty loose pass. Kirkchu. Modric. Neymar looking to add to his goal. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Always goal side. And he was alert to it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Japan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Oh, that's delightful. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Attention, changement.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's managed to get free. Costa Curta makes the interception. Japan are looking to secure promotion, but they are going to have to do it the hard way by the looks of things.
It's giving their manager more than just a headache, as you can see. He's going to have to make some big decisions in what remains.
And it's Chouameni. And here's Kane. Now it's Ferran Torres.
Japan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Rodri. Can he get on the end of this? Yamal. Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Surely now!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pinches it off him. Now who's going to be first to this? That's that, the end. Japan have done it. A promotion sealed with a win. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Japan really were brilliant today, Peter. To produce a performance like this in a game that could have a massive outcome on the team's future. Those players have every reason to be proud of themselves and deserve every bit their status.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Mesdames et messieurs, je voudrais vous rappeler de ne fumer que dans les zones indiquées sur le plan principal. Je vous remercie.